What more can I say? All I have to say is a very big thank you to God who has given us a brand new day, and tonight we are sitting here to come your home and give a nice shout out to you. Good evening and welcome. Today I have with me Reverend and Hafsa, as always, regular guest. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
To help me in today's discussion, but before then, let's say a very big thank you to our sponsors, as always. FC Beauty Product, Indomie Instant Noodles, Today Ladies Wash, CB Men and Women Capsules, Pet Biscuit, Cold White, Clinic Hair Relaxer, Auntie Mary's Gripe Water, Heaven's Mosquito Coil, Calipo, Gino Tomato Paste, Onga, Royal Fist Crackers, Cerelac V-Firm, Ernest Ointment, Viraldo, and Zedek Cough Mixture, and then Zwan. Once again, welcome, and I have my guest already seated, looking all fabulous.
Thank you.
You're looking good.
Thank you too, and that's thanks to my costumers. I'll tell you about them before we end the show.
Okay.
And today I want us to talk about red flags in our relationship. It could be before you got married or you're still in a relationship, and here you have a guy that is abusive. You have a girl who is abusive, and yet you still want to go ahead with the relationship because, you're all waiting for that day that he will say, would you marry me? So my question is there a way to change people in our quest or in our line of relationships?
Okay, thanks, Yaira. To answer that question, you see, nowadays women, we so much want marriage to the extent that we just settle in for anything.
Okay.
And you'll be dating a guy, and then you know that this is how this person is. But just because that person has promised you marriage, so you just overlook everything. But trust me, change. That attitude, that person will bring that same attitude to the marriage. It only takes the will of God, for somebody to change.
Okay.
So don't think you're going to marry the person and then change that person from a playboy to a sweet, loving husband who is so faithful. Don't think that only God can change somebody. You can't change him.
Okay, Reverend.
Yeah. How did you meet the person in the first place?
Well,
Did the person come in as a friend, or he came in as a playboy? The way somebody enters your life also determines how the person is going to treat you. If the person comes in as a friend and you grow from one love to the other, and then you get to a certain crescendo, and then you think that, hey, we think that there's something inside us that is knitted together. So we want to start something. That one is there. But many a times, maybe you went clubbing and you met the guy. And just one day, he was able to do whatever he has to do.
but Reverend, you can be the creative type.
Yeah.
And then you meet a club guy who says, because of you, I have changed, or I am a changed person.
The thing
What
is
of
that,
that one?
you see, the character form over the years. So if somebody has used 35 years of his life to form a certain character, and just one day meeting you, he says that he has changed because you are an angel. He has never seen your kind of woman before. Mind you, you are not the most beautiful species on earth. Obama, when you meet, when you are married to
That person.
the now who is trending, the Croatian president. Even if you are married to such a person,
She has a past.
you meet somebody who is more beautiful than her.
Okay.
So it's a person's character that will determine how far the person will go with you.
So, Reverend, are you trying to say that there's nothing like I have changed, or I am a changed person, or he can change, or she can change?
The change can happen, but as I said earlier, it will only take the will of God. It's not because of you.
Can't you have an influence over someone?
You can have an influence over somebody, okay, positive or negative. But if, as he said, the attitude, no, it's not something that he used one day to develop.
So
this thing has been there for
always a player.
No, we are not saying that.
You see, there's something that I think that God is sovereign.
Okay.
And God has a way of changing people. I believe that many people can also attest to the fact that when they met their wife, their life got changed. I believe that the best thing that can happen to a man is that if that person is introduced to his maker, if he accepts Jesus Christ into his life, like me, when Jesus came into my life, I received a total transformation. So if you are able to lead that person to church, and maybe that day the message hits the person and the person willingly accept Jesus Christ into his life, then he has a new life to begin. And from there, that person becomes a changed person. But let's juxtapose it with the
I don't agree with Reverend on
Oh,
that one,
no.
because there are people who are in the church and are still doing those things, and there are some who have not even accepted God, but they are good people.
that
You get me?
that one is a different ball game.
No, but
you can say you've accepted.
If you are in church.
No.
and
You see, the thing is that when you accept Jesus Christ, it comes with a package.
Okay.
The Holy Spirit comes to dwell inside you.
Okay.
And you have to allow yourself, you have to go through the process of sanctification. If at first you used to chase women, I mean, every day, you have to get 5. Sanctification.
Get 5 or 4.
Oh, we have to sleep with 5 women. Sanctification, you gradual, then the person will stop. At first it was 5, it drops to 1. And then the taste will be dropping. And then you see one day he says, Lord, I've stopped everything.
Madam.
Me actually, you know, if we are going to go by what Reverend is saying, so it means, Reverend, what you are trying to say is that most of the church guys have not even accepted Jesus Christ.
No, the thing is that, you see, the life of Christ is a total thing. When he comes into your life, you have to also make a conscious effort
To change.
Mm.
So if I understand, Reverend,
get
it
it?
means that the individual has to, you need to have that willingness to change. Other than that, no one can change you. I'm sure that's what he's saying.
True, yeah.
But how would you be able to trust this person that, oh, okay, he's saying that I have changed, he has accepted willingly, and now he's a changed person?
Oh, there are a lot of symptoms that you can look for in that person.
There
If he
is.
says he has changed, what are some of the things that you see in that person to know that definitely he has changed? If he said he has changed and you still see him in the club, or you still see him talking to other women, you are working with your man, you still see him looking at another woman in some way,
But
and then
that-
this person
but that
tells
one
you,
Men
is-
will
that
tell
one
you
is
that-
not- No.
no,
he
he told you.
If
No,
you
he
say, if a woman pass, his eye is looking at the woman.
You
So,
don't
I
understand
mean,
what I
when
mean.
you-
What I mean is maybe this man is a
That one is
womanizer.
it.
No,
So,
maybe
okay.
the man was a womanizer.
Okay.
And then he told you, I've accepted God and I've changed. And then you knew how he used to behave at first when he was the womanizer.
Okay.
And then so you are working with him, and then, you know, we have look and we have look.
Perhaps that he's not
We have
blind.
look.
The person,
No,
I mean,
yeah,
you
we
what?
have look and we have look.
Yo, Reverend,
Hey.
so what do you have to say?
Me,
Your final words, actually.
What I wanted to juxtapose with all that we are saying is that, you see, Manu is a stubborn cat. And over the years, she has proven that I am a stubborn cat. When she's determined to do something, you can't change her.
So we should
So
just
somebody
accept
like,
people as
sometimes you have to, you yourself, you have to adjust
to the
that,
person.
yeah, to the person, and then she too has to also adjust. Because if you don't adjust and the person that you are married to also don't adjust, the marriage won't work.
Sarah, you know
Alright.
my last word.
You know what?
I
We don't have time. I know I'll bring you here tomorrow so that to do this. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
And
for
thanks
having
to
us.
you also at home who make all the time to watch us. A very big thank you to our sponsors, FC Beauty Products, Indomie Instant Noodles, Today Ladies Wash, CB Men and Women Capsules, Peg Biscuit, Cold White, Clinic Hair Relaxer, Auntie Mary's Gripe Water, Heaven's Mosquito Coil, Calipo, Gino Tomato Paste, Onga, Royal King Crackers, Cerelac, V-Fem, Ernest Ointment, Veraldo, Royal Feast Perfume Rice, Zedek Cough Syrup, Zwan, and also thanks to my costumer, my dear Elegance and Ellie Dad. Good night and we'll see you tomorrow.